All right, everyone. Everyone gather around. We got another episode of KD being sensitive. Um, all right. Had to make sure of something right quick. Oh, man. Speaking of KD, it's another hot one out in Phoenix. Lucky him. I don't know how hot is. I don't know how Paris is right now, but sheesh, it's hot out here. But it's definitely hot in these streets for KD. So some of you may have heard, some of you may not have heard by now. Katie is sensitive, right? We all know that. This goes back to 2016. I think this pretty much started in 2016 when he decided to make the big change to go to the 73-9 Golden State Warriors with Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, and Draymond, the Donkey Green, and Harrison Barnes, of course. That team went, like I said, 73-9, but lost to LeBum and the Cleveland Cavaliers in a thrilling 7-game series. When I say thrilling, I put quotation marks around there. But anyway, and we all know when KD made that move, it revealed his very sensitive self. And this goes back to actually yesterday when was it FS1 Undisputed? I guess Keyshawn Johnson. I don't know why football. I can't even say that anymore. But anyways, former NFL wide receiver for Tampa Bay, the Jets, Dallas Cowboys, Carolina Panthers wide receiver Keyshawn Johnson. And I think Paul Pierce was on the show, and of course, old Gruesome himself, Skip Bayless, or Dryless, whatever you want to call him. It was all discussing KD and LeBron going off in the first game against Serbia in the Olympics. And I don't know. You know what? I would say this. Keyshawn started and he ended it. First of all, I don't know why this was even made a comparison anyways when it comes to this, because Keyshawn made it a comparison. Well, it wasn't even a comparison, saying if basically you put anybody on that Golden State team outside of KD, you put Paul Pierce, a prime Paul Pierce on there, Golden State is still winning, right? You put Andrew Wiggins on there, you're still winning, right? Put anybody on there, Paul George, Kawhi. That's what Keyshawn said. I think you plug anybody in there, you're going to still win with that team. Right? And so I guess KD got wind of that, what Keyshawn said. And, like I said, KD's very sensitive. Went on Twitter and started saying players that was drafted in the same year as Keyshawn Johnson could have been picked in front of Keyshawn Johnson. The New York Jets could have picked Ray Lewis, Marvin Harrison, which is probably one of the best wide receivers, definitely top 5 receivers of all time, wide receivers of all time in the NFL. Actually, Jerry Rice, I mean. And so Keyshawn got wind of that, responded today, and deep fried KD. First of all, saying he ain't Keyshawn. This is Keyshawn saying this. Keyshawn ain't built like KD. I mean, KD ain't built like Keyshawn. Sorry, KD ain't built like Keyshawn. And basically, Keyshawn going on to say what we always said about KD. That first of all, Golden State Warriors didn't need you. Second of all, you can't win by yourself without the Golden State Warriors. Golden State won again without you with Andrew Wiggins. And you have still yet to win anything since then. Well, this is me now speaking. You've been on 2 teams since you left Golden State. You've been on the Brooklyn Nets and you've been on the Phoenix Suns. And you failed so far on both of those teams. Like I said, this is me talking, not Keyshawn Johnson talking. Basically, he deep-fried KD, by saying that. And KD hasn't responded since then. Keyshawn said he don't stand on business on what he said earlier. He basically began it and then he finished it. What KD should have done was just been quiet. Focus on playing in the Olympics and shut your mouth. But KD's so sensitive, he can't do it. And Keyshawn basically set his ass up for that. Set his ass up for failure. Because we all know that you jumped to a 73-9 team. A 73-9 team. That you should have beat. That you should have beat in that 2016 Western Conference Finals. You should have beat that team. You was up 3-1. And we're not going to put all the blame on Russell Westbrook. Now, Russell Westbrook did have some bum-ass turnovers late in that game, in Game 7. I was watching it. But KD, I'm sitting there, KD just losing the ball, fumbling the ball like he's Adrian Peterson. Yes, Adrian Peterson does fumble the ball at crucial times. That was one of the flaws of Adrian Peterson. Great running back. That was one of his flaws. He'll fumble at inopportune times. But anyways, he out there fumbling the ball, causing turnovers. And then all of a sudden he decides, I'm going to leave Westbrook. I'm going to go join this team that just won 73 games the previous season. That was the weakest move. One of the weakest moves in NBA history. KD at number 1. KD at number 2. And this is why I don't respect those two dudes. Sorry, Lestans. I don't respect your king and I never will. But anyways, we ain't talking about him. We're talking about KD. And I really don't respect KD. I think he would have made a worse move than LeBron. There was no reason for you to go to that team. You had a squad with Westbrook, but you're so weak-minded, so gullible, they used you. Golden State used your punk ass and won. Actually, you kind of used each other, but still. They used your ass. And they still got no respect for you. They may not show it, but that freaking boxhead ass Steve Kerr out there ain't gonna get it. I really want to get on Steve Kerr. I do not like Steve Kerr at all. I'm sorry. What he did to Jason Tatum on Sunday morning was disrespectful. I don't care what anybody else say. That was disrespectful. You guys win by 26 points, and you can't. The kid can't sniff 2 minutes in the game. Supposedly he's a top 10 player in the league, but he can't sniff 2 minutes in the game. And the defending NBA champion. Everybody told me, what about Halliburton? Halliburton's fake to me. Get out of here. We'll see how good Halliburton is when the season comes back in late October, November. We'll see how good he is now. Apparently there's a video on Instagram of LeBron and Steph getting off the bus. And here comes Halliburton getting off the bus. Everybody cheers for Steph and LeBron, but nobody cheers for Halliburton. Get out of here. But anyways, back to KD. But they don't got no respect for KD. He's a loser. He's a loser for that. Now, on the Olympic level, for some reason, I don't know what it is on the Olympic level, he does better. This is the crazy part about KD. This is the crazy part. He was the man pretty much 3 years ago. Well, it's considered to be 4 years ago, but they played the Olympics in 2021. But 3 years ago, he was pretty much the man of Team USA. Yeah, they lost one game, but they still managed to win gold. It's weird that he can. Well, then again, you got a team full of. But that team. Think about it now. That team is supposedly less talented than the team they got now. Because that team had Lame Dollar, Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday. They did have Devin Booker. They did have Jason Tatum. Bam Adebayo, Draymond Green. I think it was on that team. Who else was on that team? The dude, Keldon Johnson. I think that's his name. He playing on the Spurs still. They had him. I don't think he got any time, but he was a rookie second year. Nobody really knew about him like that. I barely remember his name just now. So we can't equate that to Jason Tatum not getting time. Jason Tatum just won the NBA championship. But no. Who else was on that team, that 2020 team? That I can't even think of. I said Bam. But anyways, that team was less talented than the team that got now, and KD led them to victory. Which is weird that he can't do it on an NBA level. But there's different things going on, of course. But yeah, back to Keyshawn again. I went on a tangent there. Yeah, he absolutely obliterated this guy. Destroyed him. Finito in the sun. He's done out here. Finished. Sent his ass quiet. Because I don't think he has time to respond. And he don't need to respond back. What can you respond back to that when basically Keyshawn Johnson just told the truth about some of your parts of your career? He basically told the truth. What we all been saying about KD. And yes, I truly believe you put anybody on that Golden State team, they're going to win. And they're going to come out there. Paul Pierce, don't matter. Andrew Wiggins, KD, like I said, it don't matter. You put Giannis, he definitely going to win. You put Giannis on that team. You put anybody on that team, they're going to win. Jason Tatum, whoever, they going to win. But anyways, KD, man, sometimes it's just good just to zip it up. Because we all know about your career. Your fans might not know about your career. They live in a different reality, similar to the Stan fans. But yeah, this was the case when you should have just chalked it up and just zip. Because you know that's the truth. And you didn't need to say anything. Even though what you said about Keyshawn was pretty much the truth as well. Because I bet you if the Jets had the chance to do that pick over again, they would pick Keyshawn. But anyways,